Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. The honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone never well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The water for which I do, we love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, shalom to y'all. It's your brother Dawad here from the great millstone camp in Atlanta. Lord willing, Adawam Ratazah, meaning Lord's will. Here to give you an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, meaning he is. All right, Yahweh, meaning he is, or he exists, or he to be. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the savior, or he's the deliverer. He saves, he delivers. If you're watching this now, you are a so-called black Native American or Latino man or woman. You are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Holy Bible. You will not find black, Latino, or Native American in the Bible pertaining to people. And if you don't look like a so-called black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, but you feel like this is the truth and it resonates with your spirit, there is a good possibility that you could be a Hebrew Israelite. It does not matter what you look like. It only matters if your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You could look like a so-called Chinese man and still be a part of the nation of Israel. All right. Without further ado, we're going into a few topics. All right. It's not really any type of chapter breakdown overview. It's more just like a few different topics, or just a few different verses. But I did want to start at Revelation 13 because there's some key information in Revelations that pertain to the times that we are in. So this is Revelation 13 and 1. Now the word revelation means to reveal, right? And it was spoken to by the prophet John. It says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. So that this beast is talking about America. All right. It rises out of the sea because the sea represents people. All right. And this nation has ruled over many people. Get a quick precept to that. When you see America's influence today, you see how they influence the world, right? They have the rest of the world believing that so-called white man is God, right, and whatnot. But this is Habakkuk, let me see, chapter 2, verse 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine. How did he transgress by wine? He spews a doctrine out in the world where everybody gets drunk of. That's the wine. The doctrine is the evil, right? He allows for same-sex marriages. He allows for the woman to be over the man. He tells you that you're only supposed to be married to one woman. He allows for children to call the cops on their own parents and not be disciplined by the parents. He wants all the nations to follow that, because why? He wants the world out of chaos. He wants the world in chaos. So he pushes that wine and like makes people drunk off of it. And you can tell people are drunk of it because look at all the little arguments and things that people have on the streets, just about, certain people being in certain types of bathrooms because they're not of that gender that belong in that bathroom. So you get into this thing where, you start arguing with people to try to convince them that if you were born a certain way, if you think you feel a different way, then you are that thing which you pertain that you feel like you are. Right? I got to keep it, can't really be explicit and raw on YouTube. But however, you get what I'm trying to say. So that's that wine. It says he is a proud man. Is he not a proud man? He says, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So that's that. When we go back in Revelations, that's what that's talking about. He comes out of the sea, right? The sea is talking about people. It says having 7 heads and 10 horns. Well, the 7 heads represents the 7 major kingdoms. All right, the 7 major kingdoms of when you look it up, it's talking about Greece, Rome, Germania Major, Germania Minor, the French, the Spanish, and Britain. So those are the seven great kingdoms. Well, guess what? He came out of Britain, America, right? It says out of seven heads, those are seven heads, and then 10 horns. That represents NATO and the EU. It says in his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Now we spoke of some of the blasphemous things that he said. He said that he's the Most High himself, right? He changed all the images, right? He changed all the images and then turned them from so-called black men to so-called white men, right? When you look at who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he looks like a so-called white man. That's blasphemy. Yeah, that's blasphemy. Wanting to put the mark of the beast inside people of the children of Israel. That's blasphemy, right? Setting up satellites and tracking devices and certain things like that is blasphemy, because you're not the Heavenly Father. So only the Heavenly Father can do that, those types of things, man, or track people and things of that nature. Verse 2 says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet, that's the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Yeah, because America is spiritually Rome, right? America is spiritually Rome, and and Rome is the Edomites, right? They were ran by the Edomite, and America came out of Britain, which are ruled by who? Esau, so-called white man. All right, so they're spiritually Rome, and they came out of Britain. America got their independence from Britain. It says because they the ones who gave America their authority in the world. It says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. Now remember we said that they're spiritually Rome. Well, Rome was destroyed, but came back in reincarnation, right? So-called white man is Esau. Esau ruled Rome, but they also ruled Britain, and then America came out of Britain, but it's spiritually Rome. How do we know it's spiritually Rome? The symbol of Rome was what? The eagle. The symbol of America is what? The eagle. What do they teach you in school? They teach you Roman numerals. What do you have in America that you had in Rome? You have Colosseums, all right? Back then, they had gladiators fighting in them. Well, today, you have football players in them, baseball players in them, boxers in them, MMA fighters in them. But it's the same thing. They kept that same spirit. What did they speak in Rome? They spoke Latin. Well, what's a prominent language of America when it comes to certain societies, like being a lawyer, being a doctor, or look at the on the dollar bill. What's that? What did they learn? They learned Latin. All right. What did Rome have as a government that America has as a government? The Senate. Rome had a Senate. No other place was like this. Was like Rome, besides America. The democracy, the two horns being the plebeians and the patricians, the Democrats and the Republics. See the similarities? No other dynasty before Rome had ever implemented that system. That was the first time. So spiritually, America is like Rome. Point blank, period. And it said it was what it said, and all the world wondered after the beast. Well, before that, it said, when I saw one of the heads as if it was wounded to death, and the deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast, because they're afraid of America. Right? Now, when you read, let's get a precept real quick. It's Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, and it says, whereas Edom said, now who do we say ruled Rome? We said the Esau, the Edomites ruled Rome. And then who do we say ruled Britain? We said Esau, the Edomites ruled Britain. And who came out of Britain? America. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And that's what they did. right? So America was Rome was taken out of power, right? And then you had you know, the Dark Ages and whatnot. Then you had pretty much Esau came back and rebuilt this world that you see today, primarily America. But yeah, they came back because they were out of power for a long time, over 1,000 years. And it came back, and you know, you had the Renaissance period, which Renaissance means what? The rebirth. And it says, we are impoverished, but return to build the desolate places. And thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against who the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, hath indignation forever. And then when we read the scriptures, who did the Lord say he had indignation for? Forever. Well, you read the last verses of Obadiah, it talks about how Edom was going to be destroyed. We can also get, let me see real quick. I believe it's in Romans. Esau, let's put Esau. Yeah, Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So that's that indignation forever. Indignation means what? Righteous anger. The Most High has righteous anger towards Esau. Why? Because it's not like he just hates them because they are so-called white people. He hates them because they are evil. You have three classes of men. You have the men, the children of God. You have the children of men. Children of God is the Hebrew Israelites. Children of men are the other nations, and the children of the wicked are Esau. The children of the wicked are their own people. You have the children of God, and you have the children of men. But then you have a whole nother class of man, the third part of man, which is the wicked. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who runs the world right now? Who runs the earth right now? It was given to them. Well, the so-called white man runs the earth. The wicked. Right? I'm gonna have to finish this up and do a part 2. Salakia. All right, yeah, I gotta hurry up and do this. Lord willing, you was edify. I'm gonna do a part 2. Lord willing, later tonight or tomorrow morning. Shalom.